Hi everybody, you're about to enter the green bean burrow. Enter at your own risk. These are the green beans that I planted about 2 months ago, and I did a video on them because they got to be about 4 or 5 inches tall and they weren't growing any. They were planted in an area that I just brought in topsoil where I never had done my Back to Eden gardening before. And that day after I had posted the video, I put down wood chips and rock dust, and they really took off. And I've had several really nice harvests already from them. And I thought I'd bring you along for the harvest I'm doing right now. I like to keep them well picked because that just encourages the plants to produce more. You have to remember that the whole goal that a plant has is to produce seed, and of course the seeds are inside the bean pod, and if they're left to sit, it triggers something inside the plant and tells it that it doesn't need to keep working. And we don't want it to stop working. We want it to continue to keep producing. It's amazing what a garden can do. It can put you in such a good mood, even if you're not in such a great mood to begin with. I've had this migraine that lasted for about 2 weeks now. It's not one of those really horrible ones where you just feel like blowing your head off. Yeah, I've had that kind many times before, but this is the kind that's just really aggravating. Anyway, I had to pick my grandson up at where he works, and driving with a migraine isn't the best thing. It's not that I was groggy or anything like that, but I wasn't in the best mood, let's say. I know it's hard to believe with my sunshiny personality, but once in a while, you know, these headaches get the best of me, and I can be a little bit irritable. Anyway, this guy started tailgating me. I was doing the speed limit, and I have a pet peeve about tailgating to begin with. I had a friend who was in an accident one time, and she had been boxed in between 2 cars, and the car in front of her stopped suddenly, and the car that was behind her had been tailgating her, and of course had no room to stop when she slammed on her brakes, and she was paralyzed for the rest of her life because of that. And so yeah, people don't realize when you're tailgating, people do it because they think they're going to make the person in front of them speed up. I'll tell you the truth, when somebody does that to me, it makes me go slower because I figure I need more space between me and the car in front of me in case I do have to stop. So it's kind of counterproductive for the person behind me. Anyway, this guy that was tailgating me today, I guess he had mental problems or something. Yeah, he was even worse off than I was. And he had his window down, and he's cussing me and, well, doing a lot of obscene gestures, and I mean, it was really pretty bad. And I was getting really aggravated. And it took everything I had to just be nice and just ignore him. But I did get even with him by plastering a pleasant smile on my face. I think that was what was really driving him crazy, because he would fantail behind me, and then he'd come alongside of me and try to get my attention, and I'd just stare straight ahead with a big old smile on my face. It's so nice out today. I've had a cloud cover all day, so it hasn't been as hot as usual. It's so nice to just come out and mellow out. Gardening is so therapeutic. Look at those nice babies. This is one of the very few vegetables in my garden right now that the raccoons are leaving alone. But give them time. I'm sure they'll be at it soon. So soothing to just come out and harvest. Sometimes I just come out and just sit. Just listen to the wind blow through the leaves. Gardening isn't always successful. There's always challenges, setbacks, but for me that's kind of like part of the whole adventure, you know. It's finding ways to overcome the obstacles, and there's a lot of obstacles. For example, like I just mentioned about the raccoons, they basically have eaten just about everything I have, but instead of getting frustrated, I'm just working on a plan of how I'm going to resolve that problem. I probably won't be doing that this year. It'll be probably for next season, because my garden is going to actually start winding down fairly soon, because I don't grow in the summer, at least not a lot. But these raccoons have been eating the tomatoes, the kale, the broccoli, the cauliflower. They've eaten it all. And what I plan to do is I'm going to be getting some electric fencing, so I have to just save some money and get that. And I think I'm also going to get one of those, I don't know what they're really called, but it's an attachment that you can put on your hose, and it has a motion detector in it, and every time something walks past, the sprinkler shoots out a big blast of water in the direction of the thing that's moving. So I think between having the electric fence and that sprinkler head, I'll probably be able to get rid of the raccoons. Man, this is a big harvest. And we just had green beans 2 days ago too. These things are growing like crazy. Yeah, I think that rock dust is really good stuff. I'm sure it was a combination of adding the chips, but I think the rock dust was probably something this area really, really needed. How many I have already, and I'm not anywhere near done. I've been thinking a lot about YouTube and how cool it is to be able to have friends from all over the world. And I really do think of all of you out there as friends. You really get to know each other pretty well. I hope you enjoy a good harvest, because this could go on forever here. There's so many beans, I can't believe it. And most of them are nice size too. I believe these were the Kentucky Wonders. Anything I don't like about the Kentucky Wonder is, to me, they're so mild. They really don't have much of a taste compared to some others that I've had. I mean, I like it to taste like a green bean. I don't know if it's just the soil or it's the variety. But I know they're healthy for me, and that means everything to me. Now this is what I ended up with. That's a lot of beans. Yep. That's heavy too. I bet you that's at least 5 pounds of beans. It's crazy. And they're big boys too. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go in and have these for supper. God bless.